So what is a screenplay, or what might it be, since we're talking specifically about screenplays tonight? A screenplay is an exploration. It's about the thing you don't know, to step into the abyss. It necessarily starts somewhere, anywhere. There is a starting point, but the rest is undetermined. It is a secret, even from you. There's no template for a screenplay, or there shouldn't be. There are at least as many screenplay possibilities as there are people who write them. We've been conned into thinking there is a pre-established form. Like any big business, the film business believes in mass production. It's cheaper and more efficient as a business model. But I don't want to talk about that aspect of screenwriting. Here's what I know about a screenplay. Simply that it is a text that describes what happens in a movie. And I'm not even sure about this definition. I think what might make this form of endeavor exciting for writers is that they find themselves in an environment where they are encouraged to use their powers to explore the world, their minds, and the form itself. Think about the staggering possibilities, the marriage of light, vibration, and time. I think craft is a dangerous thing. I saw a trailer. Do you call them trailers here? I saw a trailer for a movie, and I won't say what the movie is, but it's coming out soon. And it was gorgeous. And it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was like, it's gorgeous. And it made me really depressed. And I was trying to sort of figure out why. I think there was an amazing amount of craft and skill on the part of the filmmakers in this movie, and yet it was the same shit. And I know that this movie is going to do really well, and I know that the people who made it are going to get rewarded for it, and so the cycle continues. So I think the danger of craft is that it needs to be in second position to what it is that you're doing. And it's seductive to put it in first position, often because what you're doing is meaningless or worthless or just more of the same. And so you can distinguish yourself by being very, very good at it. I think you need to be willing to be naked when you do anything creatively in film or in any other form. That's really what you have to do. Because otherwise it's very, very hard to separate it from marketing. I think that it just sort of becomes what it's about.
Yeah, shit. It's just that I told myself not to say Pope Alexander and sound like a dope, and then I go ahead and say...
It's no big deal.
You're such a sweetheart.
I always try to do something that I don't know how to do, and I always try to do something different. But, you know, I'm a person with a very specific existence and a very specific background, and like everybody is. And the stuff that comes out of me might resemble other things that have come out of me, you know. But I don't try for that. In fact, I try for the opposite, you know. This thing that I just wrote that hopefully is going to get made is a musical, you know. No, I've never done that before, so I did it. The speaker stands on the stage. He looks out at the audience. He doesn't really know why he's here, not really. More and more in his life, he finds himself in places he can't explain, not really explain. He knows he's here to give a speech, and he's told himself he intends to do some good with it. But he knows that reason crumbles to dust under investigation. What he wants is to change who he is. Each predicament, such as this one, each challenge he accepts in order to move him to the next level of truthfulness. Each time he goes in hoping he will come out a real person. He knows if he just takes enough risks, eventually he will be something that lives a real life. Sweat forms on his brow. How did I know? It's amazing. You know, because I wrote this a week ago, so. He is to speak on a subject. He has been chosen as an expert, but the subject is unclear to him, and he's lonely, is the truth in it. He feels trapped under burdens so immense, the history he carries, the thwarted relationships, the compromised relationships, the longing that drapes him like a shroud, the want. He is a wanting machine, ever wanting. He looks out at the audience. They don't know what to make of him. Why is he reading this story up there? He is to be giving a speech about screenwriting. Someone in the audience is happy. A train wreck is in progress, and he is witnessing it. The speaker knows this. He believes he has considered every possible audience reaction. He wants to be liked by them. He wants to be admired and adored. He wants to be found attractive. He hates himself for this. This is the stuff that it always comes down to, and his goal here tonight was to be different. He wants to be real in this contrived place, but he can't be. The truth suddenly stares him in the face. This is who he is. This is the real him, this needy, wanting thing, up here for the same aggrandizement as everyone else who does this. Look at me. But the pain and hollowness is real, the pain that stretches back into the haze that is his childhood. He leaves. That's it. It's nothing like anything he has ever done. He walks off the stage. People have paid money, he thinks, as he leaves. This will be on YouTube. I am finished. He returns to his hotel and sits at the bar. There is no hope left. I read an article about bullying recently. Everyone is up in arms about bullying. A vocal minority thinks it's a good thing, that it's part of growing up, that it builds character. What was left out of this article, and doesn't seem to be part of the discussion, is that bullying is a significant element of our culture. The bullying of children by children doesn't come from nowhere. The question remains whether bullying is an inherent aspect of human nature, but that doesn't change the fact that a culture that discourages rather than encourages bullying would have a better chance of curbing it. Our culture is marketing. This is what we do. And what is marketing? Trying to get people to do what you want them to. It's what drives our consumer culture. It's what drives our politics. It's what drives our art. Music, movies, books, fine arts. It's part of every research grant proposal. I don't want to participate. I don't want to tell you how to sell a screenplay or tell you how to write a hit or tell you how to fit into the existing system. I want to tell you that I have a hope, that there's another way to be in this world, and that I believe with courage and vulnerability and honesty that the stuff we put into the world can serve a better purpose. The way movies work now, and I'm talking about mainstream industry, the only goal is to get you to buy a product. The only goal, the only goal, the only goal, the only goal. And this intention creates the movies that we sit through. And the movies that we sit through create us. In government, we've been reduced to the same game. Through trickery, obfuscation, bullying, fear-mongering, the goal of marketing a candidate is achieved. I don't understand many things. I don't know as much as I'd like about anything. But I'm a human being, and I won't be in competition for the right to be treated decently. I won't play that game, nor should anybody have to. And in turn, I will try not to use whatever access I have to the public sphere to sell things, including myself. The world is very scary now. It always has been, but something grotesque and specific to our time is blanketing us. We need to see that it is not reality. It is a choice we're making or allowing other people to make for us. You are born into a body, into a family, into a situation, into a brain chemistry, into a gender, into a culture, into a time, as am I. At times I can feel the massive gravitational pulling of all these various things, pulling me in different directions, creating me. I watch the reactions I have that are as much my father's as they are mine. I know they are inherited through genes and situation, just as they have been from my father. And I feel immense loneliness of this prison, coupled with a great shame, because I can see that this prison has an open door, but I can't get through it. How weak I am. How can I not be a saner person, a healthier person, a more generous person? My sneaker company tells me that I can, and that it's up to me. It is a sign of great weakness if I don't just do it. And these are the priests of our culture, the therapists, the dad with a firm hand but your best interest at heart, a sneaker company that runs sweatshops in third world countries. This is our dad. And I don't know about you, but I can be moved to tears by these commercials that these people put out. And I think it's despicable.